Hey everyone, welcome back to Easy Speak World with Maya and Ethan, your favorite place where you learn real English through real conversations. Okay, so can I tell you something a little embarrassing?
Oh no, already?
Ha, yes, already. So last night, I sat down, right? I made myself a cup of tea, I got my notebook, I had this whole plan. I was gonna write out everything I needed to do tomorrow, everything. Very organized, very productive. And I sat there for like 15 minutes and I wrote exactly 3 words.
3 words?
Maybe do laundry.
That's it? That's the whole plan?
That was the entire plan, Ethan. And the worst part, I was so proud of myself for writing it.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's deeply relatable.
Right? And that got me thinking. We talk all the time about big plans, future dreams, goals, but the simple everyday question, what are you doing tomorrow? That one actually trips people up, like both in life and in English.
Yeah, you're right, Maya. And it's interesting because talking about plans is one of the most common things we do in English conversations. But for a lot of learners, it's also one of the most confusing because there's so many different ways to say it.
So many ways. And today, we're going to go through all of them naturally in a real conversation. And as always, I've got Ethan here with me, who, unlike me, probably has a very organized to do list for tomorrow.
I mean, I have a list.
Is it organized?
It has bullet points.
That's not an answer.
Okay, fine. It's slightly chaotic, but it exists.
Honestly, same energy. Okay, but before we dive in, if you are watching this right now, drop a comment below and tell us, are you a planner? Like, do you actually plan your days? Or are you more of a let's see what happens kind of person? We want to know. There's no wrong answer, I promise. And if this is your first time here, welcome. Please subscribe, hit that like button because it genuinely helps the channel and it means more conversations like this one for everyone. Okay. Now let's actually talk about plans. So, Ethan, genuinely, what are you doing tomorrow?
Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to the gym in the morning, and then I'm meeting a friend for lunch, and in the afternoon I'm supposed to finish a work report. Supposed to.
Supposed to. I love that. That little phrase carries so much weight.
It really does. Like, supposed to means you planned it, you intend to do it, but there's a small chance it won't happen.
Oh, it definitely won't happen.
It might not happen.
It will not happen, Ethan.
Okay, statistically, the odds are not great.
See, this is what I mean. We're already learning English and we haven't even tried. So let's actually pause here because you just used a really important structure. You said, I'm going to the gym. That's the present continuous. I'm going, I'm meeting, I'm finishing, and this is one of the main ways we talk about future plans in English.
Right, and the key thing with present continuous for future plans is that it usually means something is already arranged. It's confirmed. It's in the calendar, or at least it's in your head as a definite plan.
Yes. So if I say, I'm having dinner with my sister tomorrow, that sounds like it's already decided. We already agreed on it.
Exactly. Versus if you say, I think I might have dinner with my sister. That sounds more uncertain, more like an idea.
Oh, I like that comparison. Okay, so listeners, write this down or don't write it down, just listen and absorb. Present continuous for confirmed plans. Got it? Good. Moving on.
So we should also talk about going to, because a lot of learners use going to and present continuous interchangeably, and most of the time that's fine, but there's a small difference.
Right, right. So going to, like I'm going to call my mom tomorrow, that's more about intention. It's something I've decided, it's my plan, but it's not necessarily scheduled or arranged with someone else.
Yeah, so I'm calling my mom tomorrow sounds like it's in the diary, almost like an appointment. I'm going to call my mom tomorrow is more like I've decided, I intend to, it's on my mental list.
And in everyday conversation, honestly, most native speakers don't overthink this. Both sound natural.
Totally. The bigger thing is just using one of them instead of using will for everything.
Oh, yes, the will trap. Okay, we have to talk about this because this is the number one thing that makes English learners sound a little unnatural when talking about plans.
Okay, go on.
So, a lot of learners, and this is completely understandable, when someone asks, "What are you doing tomorrow?" they say something like, "I will go to the supermarket. I will clean my house. I will do my homework."
Right, and it's not wrong exactly, but it sounds a bit stiff.
Very stiff, like a little robotic, because in natural English, we usually save will for decisions we're making right now, in the moment. Like if you ask me, "Can someone get the door?" And I say, "I'll get it." I just decided that in that second.
Right. Will is spontaneous. Going to and present continuous are pre-planned.
Exactly. So if you already know what you're doing tomorrow, use going to or present continuous, not will.
Such a useful thing to know.
Genuinely. Okay, little vocab checkpoint. Today we've touched on present continuous, going to, and will. Three different tools for talking about the future, and they each have their own job. Beautiful, right? Okay, so here's a question. What is the most common type of plans that people actually talk about in everyday English conversations? Like, what are the things that come up most?
Work stuff, definitely. Meetings, deadlines.
Yes. And social plans, dinner, catching up with friends.
Errands, going to the bank, the supermarket, the pharmacy.
Oh, errands, the unsung heroes of adulting.
Right? Nobody talks about how much of adult life is just going places.
It's all going places to get things, going places to do things, going places just to stand in line.
And then going home.
And then going home. That's the plan. That's the whole plan.
Very relatable.
But okay, so because these are the most common situations, let's actually talk through them naturally. Like, let's have a real conversation, the way two people would. And listeners, pay close attention to the phrases we use. We'll explain them as we go.
Good idea. Okay, so Maya, what are your plans for tomorrow?
Oh, okay. So I'm pretty busy actually. In the morning, I'm going to run a few errands. I need to go to the post office. I've been putting that off for like a week.
Ha, putting that off. There's a phrase.
Yes, put something off means to delay doing it. Keep choosing not to do it even though you should. Like, I've been putting off going to the dentist for 6 months.
Which is a very normal sentence.
Unfortunately, very normal. Okay, so post office in the morning, and then I'm thinking of having dinner at home, just something quick.
I'm thinking of, good one, that's softer than I'm going to. It's more of a loose plan.
Right, I'm thinking of means I'm considering it, but it's not set in stone.
Set in stone, another good phrase. It means fixed, definite, unchangeable.
Like carved into actual stone, very final.
Very final. So the opposite, something that's flexible, not yet decided, you could say it's up in the air.
Oh, yes. My plans for the weekend are still up in the air, meaning they're not decided yet. They could go any direction.
Like floating up in the air, nothing is settled.
I love that image. Okay, so post office, quick lunch, and then in the afternoon, I'm supposed to do some work, but
But honestly,
I'm probably just going to end up reorganizing my bookshelves.
that is the most avoiding real work activity I've ever heard.
You know what? When I reorganize my bookshelves, I feel incredibly productive.
Because you physically moved things.
Exactly. Things were moved. That counts.
Okay, so let's pull out some of those great phrases, because we've already used several really useful ones without stopping to label them.
Yes, and by the way, listeners, stay with us because later we're going to give you a really nice set of phrases you can use immediately to talk about your plans in English, so don't go anywhere.
Okay, so phrase number 1, I'm planning to.
Simple, clean, very common. I'm planning to visit my grandparents this weekend. It sounds organized, intentional.
Phrase 2, I'm supposed to.
This one is really interesting because it has this built-in sense of obligation, like someone expects you to do it or you know you should. I'm supposed to call the bank today. It doesn't mean you will, it means it's been decided or expected.
And often it comes with a little reluctance, like you might not want to do the thing.
Yes, nobody says, I'm supposed to go on holiday. You say, I'm going on holiday. The excitement takes over. Supposed to is more for things like going to the doctor, finishing a report, calling that person you've been avoiding.
So accurate. Phrase 3, I was thinking of.
This one is soft. It's like you're offering a tentative plan. I was thinking of going to the cinema tomorrow. Do you want to come? You're not committed yet. You're floating the idea.
And it invites the other person in, right? It's very natural for making social plans in English.
Exactly. It's collaborative. You're not announcing, you're suggesting.
Ooh, I like that. Announcing versus suggesting. That's a nice way to think about it. Phrase 4, I might.
Yes, I might go for a walk later. Very relaxed, very non-committal. It means there's a possibility you're not sure yet. Might is one of those words that does a lot of work in English.
It does. And it's really useful because sometimes you genuinely don't know your plans yet, and might lets you answer the question without overpromising.
Right. Like if someone asks, are you coming to the party Saturday? And you're not sure, you don't say, I will come. That sounds like a commitment. You say, I might come, or I'm not sure yet. I might be busy.
Natural, easy, honest.
And phrase 5, I've got.
Oh, this is very British English, but it's used everywhere now. I've got a meeting at 3. I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning.
It's casual and it communicates a scheduled thing really well. I've got plus the plan. Simple.
And you could also say, I have, instead. I have a meeting at 3, which is slightly more formal, but works perfectly fine.
So in casual spoken English, I've got is super common. In writing or slightly more formal situations, I have works great.
Okay, so, Palisa, can I say something slightly philosophical?
Oh, please, I live for this.
I think the way people talk about their plans actually says a lot about them. Like, some people are very specific. Tomorrow, I'm waking up at 6, going to the gym at 6:30, having breakfast at 7:45.
Okay, that person intimidates me.
Right. But then other people are like, I don't know, I'll see how I feel.
That's me. That is literally me.
And neither is wrong, but in English, you can hear the difference in the language they use. The planner says, I'm going to, and I've got. The free-spirited person says, I might, and I'm thinking of.
That's actually a really interesting point. The grammar reflects the personality.
Yeah. And when you're learning English, I think it's useful to know all these expressions so you can actually express your real self, not just the textbook version.
Yes, because the textbook will teach you, I will go to school tomorrow, which is fine. But you, as a real person, might say, I'm probably just going to stay home tomorrow. I'm not really feeling it.
I'm not really feeling it. There's a great phrase.
It means you don't have the energy or desire for something. Are you going to the gym? I'm not really feeling it today.
Very real, very human. And another one, I'm just going to take it easy tomorrow, meaning I have no intense plans. I'm going to relax, move slowly, not push myself.
Take it easy is such a comforting phrase. It can also be a goodbye, like, see you later, take it easy, meaning be calm, don't stress.
Dual purpose phrase. I love those.
Okay, we've been talking a lot about how to say your plans, but what about asking? Because this is just as important. When you're talking to someone in English, you want to ask about their plans naturally, not in a way that sounds like an interrogation.
State your plans for tomorrow, now.
Exactly. Very formal, very scary. So let's go through some natural ways to ask.
Okay, classic one. What are you up to tomorrow?
Oh, this one is so good. What are you up to is probably the most common casual way to ask about someone's plans. Up to just means doing. What are you up to this weekend? What are you up to later?
It's warm and casual. It doesn't feel nosy. It feels friendly.
Right. Compare that to, what are your plans for tomorrow? Which is fine, but slightly more direct, almost like you need to know for a reason.
And then there's, do you have anything on tomorrow? Another very natural one.
Anything on, meaning any plans, any commitments. Do you have anything on this weekend? I don't have much on tomorrow, actually.
That last one, I don't have much on, means you're fairly free. Your schedule's open.
Which is a beautiful place to be, honestly.
Truly. And you could also say, are you free tomorrow? Very direct, very simple. Usually used when you want to make a plan with someone.
Yes. Are you free on Saturday? I'm free in the afternoon, but I've got something in the morning.
And then a softer version, are you around tomorrow? Meaning, are you available? Are you in town? Not busy?
Around is interesting because it implies physical availability too. Like you're not traveling, you're not away somewhere, you're just
around.
Exactly. Are you around this week? Meaning, are you in the city, available, reachable?
Okay, I want to do something fun. Let's act out a little scenario, a real conversation someone might have in English. So, listeners, watch how we use all these phrases naturally together.
Okay, I'm in. What's the scenario?
Two friends. One is trying to make plans with the other. Go.
All right. So, hey, are you free tomorrow by any chance?
I've got a few things on in the morning. Why? What's up?
I was thinking of going to that new cafe that opened near the park, the one you mentioned last week.
Oh, I've been meaning to check that out. What time were you thinking?
Maybe around 1, 2? I'm pretty flexible in the afternoon.
Yeah, that works. I'm planning to finish some stuff in the morning, but I should be done by 12:30, 1-ish.
Perfect. I might invite Priya too, if that's okay. She mentioned she was free.
Yeah, of course. I haven't seen her in ages. Okay, let's say 1 o'clock then. I'll text you if anything changes.
Sounds good. See you then.
Okay, did you catch all of that? Let's break it down quickly.
So we had, are you free tomorrow? Asking about availability.
I've got a few things on, meaning I have some plans or commitments.
I was thinking of going to, suggesting a plan, not too committed.
I've been meaning to, this is a great one. I've been meaning to do something means you've wanted to do it for a while but haven't gotten around to it yet.
Like, I've been meaning to call you. I've been meaning to try that restaurant.
There's a little bit of mild guilt in it, right? Like, I kept wanting to, but I kept not doing it.
Gentle guilt, yeah.
And then we had, I should be done by 12:30, meaning I expect to finish by a certain time.
I might invite someone, using might for a tentative plan.
I haven't seen her in ages. This is such a natural English expression. In ages means for a very long time. I haven't eaten pizza in ages. I haven't been to the cinema in ages.
And then the classic, I'll text you if anything changes. Very common, very real. Plans change. People always say this.
Always. That sentence right there is used probably 10,000 times a day in English.
Okay, real talk. Plans don't always happen the way you want them to. And in English, you also need to know how to talk about that.
The art of cancellation.
Yes, or the last minute change, which honestly, everyone does.
So how do you cancel or change plans in English without being rude?
Okay, so the key is always to acknowledge the other person's time. You want to apologize briefly, explain, and then, if possible, suggest another time.
Right, so you might say, hey, I'm so sorry, but something came up. I'm not going to be able to make it tomorrow.
Something came up. This is huge. It means an unexpected thing happened. You don't have to explain what it is. Everyone understands. Something came up. I'm sorry.
It's like a polite escape hatch.
Ha, exactly. And then you follow it with, can we reschedule or can we do it another time?
Reschedule, to arrange the same plan for a different time.
And if you're the one being canceled on, a kind response is, no worries, these things happen. Let me know when you're free.
No worries. Super casual, reassuring, don't worry about it, it's fine.
Or don't worry about it. Same energy.
And then sometimes plans just don't happen. And you describe it afterward. We were supposed to meet, but it ended up not happening.
Ended up, that's such a useful phrase. It describes the final result of a situation. I was going to cook dinner, but I ended up ordering takeaway.
I was supposed to go to the gym, but I ended up watching 3 episodes of a show.
That's an extremely specific and relatable example. Autobiographical, maybe.
You know, we've been talking mostly about tomorrow, but the same language applies to any near future. This weekend, next week, next month.
Oh, totally. The phrases scale up easily. Like instead of I'm going to the gym tomorrow, you might say I'm going on a trip next week, or I'm planning to visit family over the holidays.
And for bigger plans, you might hear phrases like I'm looking forward to, which expresses excitement about something upcoming.
Oh, yes. I'm looking forward to the long weekend. I'm really looking forward to seeing everyone. It's warm, it's positive, it communicates anticipation.
And then I can't wait to, even stronger.
Much stronger. I can't wait to try that new restaurant. I can't wait for this week to be over. Both very valid.
Also, I'd have something to look forward to this week, meaning there's something, a plan or event that's making you feel positive about the week ahead.
That's a really beautiful phrase, actually, because sometimes the thing you're looking forward to is tiny, like a new episode of your favorite show or a nice coffee, but it still counts.
It absolutely counts. Having something to look forward to is genuinely important for your mood.
Okay, that just went from English lesson to life advice.
We contain multitudes.
Okay, practice time, because listening is great, but using the language is where the magic actually happens.
So here's what we want you to do. Answer these questions in English in the comments below, or just say them out loud right now, wherever you are.
Question 1, what are you doing tomorrow? Use one of the structures we talked about. I'm going to, I'm planning to, I might, I've got.
Question 2, is there something you've been putting off lately? What is it?
And question 3, and this is the fun one, is there anything you're really looking forward to this week? Even something small?
Write your answers in the comments. We genuinely read them and we love seeing what you're all up to.
It's honestly one of our favorite parts of making this show, hearing from everyone, so don't be shy.
Okay, let's do a quick roundup of all the key vocabulary and phrases from today.
Yes, think of this as your little take-home package, a set of phrases you can use tomorrow, literally.
For talking about your plans, I'm going to, intention, pre-decided plan. I'm planning to, organized intention. I'm thinking of, softer, less certain. I might, possibility, not sure yet. I've got, scheduled plan or commitment.
I'm supposed to, expected to do something, sometimes reluctant. And for asking about plans, what are you up to tomorrow? Do you have anything on? Are you free? Are you around?
And for when plans change, something came up. I'm not going to be able to make it. Can we reschedule? It ended up not happening.
And some bonus expressions. I've been putting it off, delaying something. I've been meaning to, wanted to do it, haven't yet. I'm not really feeling it, no desire or energy for something. I'll take it easy, relax, no intense plans.
I'm looking forward to it, excited about something upcoming. I can't wait to, strong excitement. In ages, for a very long time. Set in stone, fixed, definite. Up in the air, not yet decided.
That's a solid collection.
Isn't it? And here's the best part. You don't have to memorize all of them at once. Just pick a few, 2 or 3 that feel most useful for you right now. Use those. Then come back and grab a few more.
You know, I think there's something kind of lovely about the question, what are your plans for tomorrow?
Yeah?
Well, it's so simple, but it's actually one of the most human things you can ask someone, because it says, I'm curious about your life. I want to know where you're going. I care about your ordinary days, not just the big moments.
That's true. It's a connection question.
And when you can answer it fluently in English, when you can say, oh, I'm meeting a friend for coffee, and then I might go for a walk if the weather's nice, and honestly, I've been putting off some work stuff, but it's fine. When you can just say that naturally, comfortably, that's a huge moment.
It really is, because that's not textbook English anymore. That's you in English.
Yes, and that's what we want for everyone listening. Not perfect grammar, just a real expression, your actual self in English.
Well said.
Thank you. I had a good moment there.
You did. All right. Before we go, any final thoughts?
Just that I hope this conversation gave you something useful and something warm. I hope wherever you are, you have at least one nice little thing to look forward to tomorrow.
Even if it's just a good cup of tea.
Even if it's just a good cup of tea, that is a completely valid plan.
And maybe write down 3 words in a notebook.
Okay, Ethan, you did not have to bring that back.
Maybe do laundry.
I genuinely regret sharing that.
Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching today. If you found this useful, please give it a like. It takes 1 second and it means the world to us.
And subscribe if you haven't already. We put out new conversations regularly, and every episode is a new topic, new vocabulary, new phrases, real English, real conversations. That's what we do.
Drop your answers to our questions in the comments. Tell us what you're up to tomorrow. Seriously, we love reading your comments.
We will see you in the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves, keep practicing, and remember, every conversation is a step forward.
Even the ones about laundry.
Goodbye, Ethan.
Bye, everyone.